Hi, it's Mark from Mark the Cyberbeast. Today we're going to show you the use of the Tesery rear view dash camera. Now, we did the installation on the last video. It's actually a pretty smooth install, believe it or not. I want to show you the usage because there's some really cool things I want to show you. So let's jump inside. Okay, so when you first come in and your vehicle turns on, so to speak, right? It's going to have a little video of a Cybertruck going down the road. It's just kind of cool looking. But this is what it's going to default to, and it's going to start recording. Now, it's going to have a voice by default that says recording on every time you come in to the truck. I'm going to show you, you can turn that off. It's actually pretty cool. It lets you know it's recording, but it's also kind of annoying. So you'll see you've got a red dot flashing, how many seconds or minutes are going, and that's the time on that recording. Again, with your rear view, you can adjust the camera to this. I like keeping it right around here. Now, you can swipe, and you've got front and rear at the same time. You can swipe again, and you just have the front. I don't know why you would do that, but then you've got your rear. Now, let's talk about the menu so that we can show you a couple things in here. So if you tap it, you've got your time, your date. You have to program that in, obviously, and you've got your menu across there. Your home, your camera, which means you can take a picture, a photograph if you want to, for whatever reason. You could stop recording for whatever reason, if maybe you're doing something you shouldn't. You've got your contrast. It's auto on now. If you turn it off, it's just going to be a manual setting, so you always want to keep it turned on. You've got a lock setting, so you can lock everything and then turn it back off. You also, this is pretty cool, you've got your microphone mute and unmute. So I like not having the microphone on, just in case I say something I don't want it recorded. So going back to the menu though, if you click on that home screen, you've got your quick operation, electronic mirror, video playback, and function setup. So let's start on the right hand side. Function setup. You've got your video settings. You can change your resolution, loop recording time. You can go from 1 minute, and let's change this to 5 minutes. Now each track, so to speak, will be 5 minutes. So it's a little bit longer, you have fewer files, but that's okay. Next is you've got voice setting. Again, voice alert, I turn that off because otherwise it says, you know, recording on every time you walk in. There's voice control features. I've never touched that. I don't like people listening to me, so we take that off. Watermark settings, we turn that off. No need for a watermark. Okay, so going back to here, startup default is rear camera. There's also a G sensor sensitivity in case you're in an accident. It also will show an issue if you hit a really deep pothole like I have. And we just like to keep that on medium. We'll go back, function setup. Again, these are the same ones. The time date, I told you I'd already set that. There is no GPS sync, so you can turn that off. Manual setting, again, it's going to do military time. No way around it. I'm not sure what AI setting is. I think that's if it sees people and the cameras. I don't know. I don't see a real use for that. I'm not sure if there's really anything programmed in. Parking setting. So you've got Sentry mode on, so you don't really have to mess with anything. You can have it where when you step away, it'll keep recording, but you've got Sentry, so it really makes no sense. Okay, why kill more battery? And then Wi-Fi settings. So this is if you want to pair it to your phone. Okay, you turn your Wi-Fi switch off, it's going to broadcast, and rather than you hit the SD card eject, which is on the bottom here, and take out your SD card and put it in your computer, you can do the Wi-Fi connection to your phone and download those video files directly to your phone. That is going to eat some more battery life, so I just keep it off. You can always turn it on when you're ready to transfer it, or again, just simply take out the SD card. No big deal there. Okay, so that's pretty much it with those settings. Video playback, it's going to have the list of your files like we talked about. It's going to have the date, so you can click on, go to the date, and then it has the time stamp for each of them. and those are the MP4 files. So you can always download those MP4s, and from there you can go ahead and play them back on your computer. We're going to go back here. Electronic mirror just brings it back to where you are. And finally, the last one is quick operation. This gives you more of a GUI menu. You can always restore to factory specs. Again, if you want voice recognition, you can set that up. It'll tell you the version, the formatting of your SD card. It's going to ask you to format that right from the start, so you never have to worry about that. Startup default, again, that was, you know, you always want to do the rear camera. No real sense to do anything else but that. But that's really the operation of the Tesery rear view camera. Yours will not come damaged like mine. When you make videos for other people and on your channel and you're not real careful, you drop it and you cause a little issue. But you know, it's just a little ding, no big deal, no big deal. I really love the camera. I've had it installed now for a week. It definitely, Gen 3, I don't get any of the errors on the screen that I used to get with the Gen 2. Tesery did a great job with the rear view camera being a triangle, so it blends into the truck. This dash cam up here up front, again, it kind of blends in with that kind of curved look. But again, if you've got the tinted windshield, getting the old glue off, you know, just be careful on that. Other than that, this is about $300 or so. We have the link and coupon code below. It's a home run. I mean, honestly, it's a must-have, because otherwise you'll be like me. The very first weekend I had my Cyberbeast, I removed the vestigial rear view mirror because it served no purpose. When your tonneau cover's down, which is 99% of the time, it's useless. The only thing you can see are your zits, and then you have to pop your zits in your rear view mirror, right? And that's no good because it gets all crud on your rear view mirror. I'm only kidding. No one pops their zits in the rear view mirror. Okay, so enough about that. We're going to have the link below. Again, with this, $300 guys, especially if you tow. It's a real good way. Again, with your screen, I like keeping that in the 0.5. I have this. I have two different vantage points. Comes in handy. So folks, click down below, like, comment, subscribe, use the link for the discount. And I'm going to see you guys next time with some extra information about FSD.